Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. This time I have a very short tutorial to show you my process of determining the winner of an election, where each voter would sort the three different options available. And the first choice for one submission would be attributed 3 points, the second choice 2 points, and the third choice 1 point. Let me show you the form where people would submit their votes, and then I will show you my process to determining the winner using Power Query in Excel. So this is the form I have in Microsoft Forms. It had several questions, but question number 1 asked people to sort their preference, sort these 3 items by their preference. So these were the topics for 3 live classes I delivered last week, and people could sort them by their preference. The winner would be left on the channel. The other ones are taken out for now, will be edited and posted back sometime later. So for example, printing techniques is in place number 1, but if the person does not prefer that one to be his first choice or her first choice, we can sort using these arrows and moving items up and down. Okay. Now moving to the back stage of that form, where I have access to editing the form and have access to the responses, we can see that we got 3 responses, and I can click here to open the file in Excel desktop. Column F is where we get the answers for that question, and they show up sorted by the user's selection. So make sure your data is in proper format for data analysis, and then semicolon starts the second option, and then semicolon starts the third option. Maybe same thing for the other ones. I want to keep just this column and column number A, where I have the ID for each one of the voters. So let's go to data from table/range. Let's bring Power Query over here. And we want, like I said, we want to keep column 1 and column F that corresponds to this one. Right click, remove other columns. And now I am interested in separating each one of these options by the delimiter semicolon. So I can come to Home, Split Column by delimiter. My delimiter is semicolon, and I want to split at each occurrence, and I want the splitting to happen in a way that puts me each answer in a new row. So I want to choose split into rows. Okay. Okay, I got an empty row for each submission, because if we go back here and we select one of the options, we can see that there's a semicolon at the end. So when we split by semicolon, what we get after that semicolon is a blank entry. So that's what we get here. We can filter those out by eliminate and selecting blank from the column filter option. So now I want to find a way to say, okay, for the 3 answers submitted by voter number 1, I want the first option to be assigned 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. To do that, we can start with adding a column with an index column. Add index column, and I want to start from 1. So there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Now I want to find a way Now I want to find a way to transform these numbers into 321, 321, 321. Since we are working with groups of threes, one of the natural ways of tackling this is to use mod 3, which gives us the result of the division of each one of these numbers by 3. So if I select the column and come to standard and choose modulo, we are in adding a column tab, so I'll get a new column and I say I want to divide by 3. Okay, so now I get 1 divided by 3 is 0, the remainder is 1. 2 divided by 3 is 0, the remainder is 2. 3 divided by 3 is 1, the remainder is 0. And so forth. And 4 divided by 3 is 1, the remainder is 1. 5 divided by 3 is 1, the remainder is 2. Everything is what I want, except that these zeros, I wanted them to be 3s. So I just come here, select the column under transform, replace values, find zeros, replace with 3. Okay. Nice. So now I wanted this to be 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So I can do 4 minus the values I have here. So if I go to add column again, just so I have, I can see the evolution of the calculations, I will add another column. In reality, we could just transform it and replace the current column, but let's do this. So I'll do custom column, and this column will be named points. And I want this to be 4 minus the modulo column here. Okay. So I have 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So I'm ready to group by each one of the options. And by doing the grouping, I want to aggregate the points by summing them up. Just going to give a better name to this column, or a more friendly name to this column. So I'm going to put options. And now I want to come to here, home, group by. I want to group by the options. The new column will be named total points. The operation will be sum, and I want to sum what's in column points. Okay, so there we go. We now see that the winner was the option, make sure your data is in a proper format for analysis. And we have a total of 8 points, and then the other two options are tied with 5 points. So now I can just go close and load to, and maybe bring this to a table in a new worksheet. And we have our answers here. We can give it a little bit of formatting to make sure we can see all the text. So that's it. I hope you found this useful. Let me know in the comments if you would do this any other way. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.